Now we'll just save over this and continue. Alright, now everything we get is new. From that day forward, the independent state of Crossbell, by virtue of its categorically inviolable power, promoted a daring diplomatic coalition. The proposal: the establishment of the United Nations of Zemuria with Crossbell as its leader. This framework, which prohibited all military action and guaranteed free economic activity, was enticing to small countries and autonomous states suffering under the Empire and the Republic's iron fist. Liberal Rempharia and Arteria initially opposed the Union as excessive and imperious, but in time they too capitulated, unable to push back against the growing momentum. In Calvard, an economic crisis arose as a result of the events in Crossbell. Before long, anti-immigration terrorism began to run rampant within the Republic. Meanwhile, Erebonia found itself engulfed in a civil war between the noble and the reformist factions, as rumors spread that the Blood and Iron Chancellor has been assassinated. Unofficially, Ouroboros made its endorsement of Crossbell known to every nation on the continent. Soon, nothing and no one would be able to stand in the way of President Croiss's ambitions. Well, I was gonna say, yeah, there's the Red Constellation. Yo, Beowulf? That's a badass name for a ship. Boring. That went by way too quickly. Of course not enough action for bloody Shirley. How come those big hunks of metal get to have all the fun? No one's even trying to invade anymore after they wiped that first wave clean off the continent. Everything alright, Shirley. It's gotta be Sigmund. Yep. Oh, hey Dad. I was wondering, don't you think it's time we got out of this place? Things are really hitting the fan over in the Empire. It'd be way more fun over there, wouldn't it? The Republic sounds like a blast too, anywhere but here, really. Man, she got that bloodthirsty in her. We still have a contract to fulfill. If you're feeling bored, you could always occupy yourself with that delinquent. Wald? I guess he can put up a good fight when he demonizes. But when he's off his pills, I'd have a better time squaring off against sewer rats. Besides, he went out to do his own thing for today. Heck if I know where, though. What about our new friends from the society? They seem pretty entertaining. I don't know, they're not bad, but I'm not sure if we're compatible, you know? Plus, that broad in the armor looks way out of my league. Very perceptive of you. Still, you'll only waste away sulking like this. What about our little deserter? He's making his way over to Mainz as we speak. Oh, yeah? Still hasn't learned his lesson yet, huh? Is he really stupid enough to put up his dukes against us? Are they talking about Wazzy? I don't know who else we'd be talking about. Don't undersell him just yet. He's no weakling. Not as much of one as you seem to think, at least. Really? I'm just not seeing it. Well, whatever. If you think he's so tough, then you can have him, Dad. That may be for the best. Your new favorite playmate is still closer than you think, after all. Really? You mean she didn't go back to Calvard? Hyue's forces have been spotted near Amorica village. Intel says Yin has been among them ever since the raid on Crossbell City. He's a stubborn bastard, that cow. Turns out the entertainment you're looking for has been here all along. Who cares about that four-eyed schmuck? I'm gunning for the real main attraction. Aw, yeah. Now I'm getting revved up. We never got the chance to go all the way back at Arkansas. By the next time I get my hands on her, I'm really gonna have some fun. Knock yourself out. I'd expect no less from you, Miss Orlando. I mean, they're like masters of deception. The one thing I don't get is why they... Uh-oh, Wald's having second thoughts. The one thing I don't get is why they didn't just wait. I mean, Croix has the lean. He would have been elected president, I imagine, eventually. He's gonna see Dino in here by himself. I mean, I don't think he's out of place as a gang leader. It makes sense. It's just... he feels out of place with the villains. Like, I want to see more of the story of exactly what happened. I mean, was he really that sad that, that Wazzy left him? That he just went evil? Damn. Wald? Oh, it's our boy Dino. Dino, what are you? Wald. It really is you, Wald! Where have you been? We've all been so worried. I'm so glad you're safe. Everyone else got hurt pretty bad. A couple were let out of the hospital, but they haven't come back to Ignis at all. It's gonna be okay though, right, Wald? As long as you're here again, then... Damn. Wah. Wald. The Saber Vipers are over. Don't bother trying to follow me. I'm not gonna say it twice. No, you can't mean that. Come on, Wald. You're our leader, the one we've always been able to count on. The others said the demon who attacked us that night was you, but they can't be right. Tell me it's not true, Wald, please. Damn, that walkaway is cold. Stop. You have some nerve showing your face here, Wald Wells. After everything you put the downtown district through, not on our watch, somebody has to put a stop to you. Well, why did you do it? What was even in it for you? We know you're behind this. You turned into that monster and wrecked our holy ground. You betrayed your men, spilled their blood. They trusted you, believed in you. You're despicable. I kind of think, you know, he can't really control himself when he's the demon, is what I think's going on. And he's like sick. He's sick to his stomach that he did that to his gang. Could be wrong, that's just a guess. So, where are Wazzy and Cue Ball? Not that they ever belonged here. They finally turned tail and run. Shut your damn mouth. They'll definitely come back. They're not like you. Oh, yeah? They have their own mission. One they're duty-bound to fulfill. That's why, even if they did leave the city, we know they haven't abandoned us. We may not know exactly what they're doing, but we believe in them. Mission, huh? That's so. Maybe we'll get to settle things for good after all. Ain't that right? Or he just has a crazy, vindictive personality against Wazzy. And with that, the focus of the Phantasmal Blaze plan now shifts to Erebonia. Will you be staying here to observe for the time being like we planned? That is correct. I will remain at the hand until the proper stage has been set in the Empire. This new Septarian of Zero compares quite favorably to the power of the long-absent Septarian of Mirage. What's more, it seems to wield latent abilities that the original could have never possessed. I'm looking forward to seeing how far the Croix family's alchemy can take this. My, Professor, you're just chomping at the bit over this, aren't you? Speaking of which, it seems our old rivals are finally starting to make their move. Yes, think of it as an opportunity. Their position differs inherently from our own. Perhaps clarifying just how much would be wise for the future. I will trust the two of you to see to that. And I intend to stay here and continue gathering data on the Septurion of Zero, for it may have the potential to serve as the ultimate interference, one capable of linking mankind to the gods. Kia? Oh, Shizuku. Have your eyes recovered? Yes, the dizzy has stopped and I can see colors again. Aww! She got her sight back. It's all because of you, Kia. And that was the first thing Kia did, was heal Shizuku. She's still just a very nice girl at heart. Thank you so much. I'm glad. But you don't have to thank me, Shizuku. You and everyone at the hospital worked hard for this, right? All I did was give the final push. If you say so. And besides, it'd be a waste not to put the power I was given to good use. This is a sacrifice I'm willing to make, if it means I can give you the gift of sight back. But Kia, I mean, I'm happy. I really am. I've been blind for so long. I've always felt like I only made life harder for Father. And all the time we've been best friends, I've never seen your face. Now that I finally can, it makes me so happy that I could cry, but... Still, Kia, are you really okay? Is this really what you want? To be apart from Lloyd and the others? To be forced to do all these scary things? I don't like it. What they're doing to you isn't right. Miss Maribel, Mr. Croix, and not just them, Father too. Shizuku. Aww. Thank you, Shizuku. I love you so much. But I'm fine. I knew what I was getting myself into when I made my decision. So you don't have to worry for my sake, okay? Fragments. Crossing False Paradise. Knox Prison. Aw, shit, we're in prison. I kind of thought we would still be, like, in Mishlam, like, just in a prison in Mishlam. The other members of the SSS are under protection in separate locations. I'm sorry to tell you, you're the only one here, Lloyd. You don't need to apologize to me. Protection is a funny way to put it, though, don't you think? Just what exactly is it that you're protecting us from? I'm sure you've pieced it all together by now. Who was behind the raid on the city, I mean. The ones who hurt Fran. Your one and only sister, Noelle. Damn, Lloyd. I mean, you're speaking facts, but you're guilt-tripping her right now. I know. But still, I'm a proud member of the CGF. Even if the name on our emblem changes, my responsibility won't. I have a duty to uphold to my state as a soldier. If I don't, then Crossbell will be wiped off the map by the Empire and the Republic. Noelle. I get it, Lloyd. I know what they're doing to Kia isn't right. And having to rely on the society of all people makes me sick. But you saw it, didn't you? The Imperial Army fired those terrible railway guns straight at us. They're weapons of mass destruction. Had they hit, hundreds of people would have died. There was no other way. I'm sorry. I know I don't have any right to say this to you, Lloyd. No right to even be here. All the same, I can't imagine you'll be detained forever. Once the crisis has passed, you'll likely be acquitted and released. So please, just stay patient for now. After hearing what she had to say, any possible response I could have made escaped me. Not only that, I failed Kia. I failed to protect her, to see the burden she had been carrying long before that day. I was so wrapped up in trying to protect everyone that I neglected the one person who needed it most. Both Kia's origins and the person who killed my brother. I swore with my heart and soul that I would uncover those two truths. Did you kill Guy Bannings? Are you the one who took my brother from me? Yes, that's exactly right. I'm sorry, and thank you for everything. Never forget that I love you all. I'm so sorry, Guy. Looks like I'm not ready to catch up to you after all. I couldn't keep my promise. What do I do now? What can I do? I don't even know anymore. Pathetic. Oh, shit! Yo, what's up? Garcia Grassi. I forgot his name for a minute. Look at you. Are you really the same hotspot detective who put us behind bars? Makes me feel like a chump for spending the last 6 months eating cold slop in this hellhole. Leave me alone. Say what you want. We both know you have no one to blame but yourself for ending up here. The fact that we were the ones to finally arrest you is just a matter of us being in the right place at the right time. That's the truth of it. That barrier wasn't one we got over by our own merit. How am I going to explain this to Cecile? I mean, you know, Cecile knows what's up. She's a compassionate soul. She knows the truth. You're a real killjoy kid, but I'll cut you some slack. Talk of the yard's been that things are going down the shitter out there. Who would have thought the CEO of the IBC was the brains behind it all? Man's more of a dictator than a president. And now you've rattled the cages of the Red Constellation, the Society, the CDF, hell, even the Divine Blade of Wind. I mean, he's not wrong. There's one royal flush I wouldn't want to drill into, that's for sure. Little piece of unsolicited advice, your best bet is to wait out the storm. You'd have to be a damn fool to try and face what's shaking down out there. And hey, maybe it runs in the family. Oh, that's right. You knew my brother, didn't you? I guess you could say we were acquainted. Stubborn son of a bitch, never quit sticking his nose where it didn't belong, no matter how much we threatened him. And yet, his same smug ass would stroll up to you at a food cart an hour later to shoot the breeze over a few drinks. Goddess, he was annoying. Yeah, that sounds like Guy, alright. Honestly, couldn't picture someone like him going down to anyone, not even death itself. Guess I was wrong, though. The world's just full of surprises. He never gave up the fight, did he? Not even for a second. I'll say, and it wasn't just Ravach either. The man was barking up everyone's tree. Corrupt Diet members, intelligence agents, both Imperial and Republican, hell, he even managed to sniff out Yochim a Selge away. He had a real fire in his belly, that much I can't deny. Right. Hey, don't go getting the wrong idea. Guy Bannings wasn't some superhero. You got that? Huh? In terms of sheer power and instinct, McLean would cream him every time. He could never hold a candle to Sergei the Scrutinous when it came to fighting smarter instead of harder. And if it's sound judgment and deduction skills you want, that bastard Dudley was always a cut above him. Your brother had his limits. I mean, of course, but... No, he has a point. But if there was one thing he had going for him that no one else did, I'd have to say it was his tenacity. Oh, that's what kept him on his feet. More likely than not, taking action was second nature to him. Gave him the moxie to punch above his weight, the odds be damned. Wasn't that he was in over his head either. He knew exactly what he was doing. The man left an impression on you, much as I hate to admit it. Word of advice, Lloyd. Yo, is this the first time we're getting, like, this picture of Guy? like an actual, like, talking figure. To be a man, you have to be willing to tackle the issues you're facing head on. Follow your head and intuition and grasp the truth with your own two hands. If you can do that, you'll be able to see what exactly it is you want to do. If there was anything that kept my brother going, it was the desire to protect everything that was important to him. Not just his family and loved ones, but Crossbell itself. When you think of it that way, maybe that included all of you in Ravage, too. The hell? Trust me, I know how it sounds. You probably wouldn't need his help, let alone want it. But I think more than anything, he wanted to know what made Crossbell tick, even if that meant breaking it open to look inside. That way, he could strive to protect his land and its people in his own way, day in and day out. So that's the man he was. An absolute grade A, bona fide idiot. Yeah. That's one department I can never hope to catch up to him in. Still, I'm his younger brother. I'm gonna take after him in some respects, whether I like it or not. What are you saying? Say we're busted out. Aw, hell no, don't tell me. You're not thinking of busting out. To me, staying here would be the real escape. I don't plan on running away when I've got a truth to get to the bottom of. As a member of the CPD's Special Support Section, I'll free my comrades from captivity and take Kia back, I swear it. You're even more of a half-wit than he was. Garcia. Let's see what you've got, kid. What can a little punk like you hope to accomplish during a shit show like this? Here's your chance to prove just how determined you really are. What the? Sounds like it's coming from the cell in the back. Oh, that's all you got, you snot-nosed little wimp? What? A fight? Hey, break it up! What's going on in there? It's because of you that I'm stuck in this crowbar hotel. Say your prayers, you son of a bitch. No, please. Damn it, he's not stopping. No way around it, let's go. Yeah, ready your weapon. Yo, is that our plan? Garcia's like beating our ass? Cease this at once, Rossi. Freeze. Don't make me shoot. Come on, we're just having a little fun. I didn't mean to get so carried away. Cheeky bastard. You can say goodbye to all that good behavior you've racked up. Now step back and keep your hands where we can see them. Damn it, short-staffed or not, we shouldn't have put the two of them in the same cell. Hey, are you alright? Damn, his injuries must be internal. Hurry up and call a doc. Actually, I'd rather you didn't. BAM! Hit him with the right hand of justice, you little... Oh, hell yeah. Dude, we're working with fucking Garcia? This is bad. What's up, DJ? I wish there was another way we could have pulled this off. Yo, we went back and beat areas. It happened. The miracle fight is over. Little late for that, kid. Besides, this was your idea. I thought you were out of your damn mind when you told me to hit you. I never pegged you as the hustling type. I never knew Ravach was hiding a budding actor in its ranks. You really did break one of my back molars, though. Well, pardon me. Maybe I'd have hired you a stuntman if you hadn't put me out of work. Anyway, the promise is a promise. I'll back you up till we get outside. So what's the plan? So this is the third floor of the prison. So they should have a few soldiers stationed here. Our goal is to find a way to break through the gaps in their patrols and escape from the ground level. I like it. Been too damn long. Time to have some fun. Oh, hell yeah. No arts, huh? Brother. Say that like you ain't the one who beat him down. I'm well aware. Wish I didn't have to, but there's no other choice. Let's keep moving. The defense soldier is unconscious. Yeah, no ordnance. Pipe Tomfa. Linen gloves. Huh, what was that sound? Must be hearing things. Who's being held in there? The room beside and across from ours are where they've been keeping all of Ravach's rank and file. Guess they're short-staffed, must be trying to save on manpower by cramming them in one spot to look after. That makes sense. Sorry to stop us like this. Let's keep moving before they send in reinforcements. Yo, there's the battle scope. Was sentenced 25 to life for chest slaughter. If you don't want any of this, buddy. You hear that? It came from the boss's room. Boss, you alright? I'm gonna miss the chest messages. Celestial bomb. When I was asked to be locked up, this isn't what I had in mind. What the heck is taking those two? Yup. Correct. Huh? Hey, what are you? Think fast, let's go. Highly trained soldier with excellent morale, excels at long-range combat with the rifle. Feint, bear tackle, whirlwind kick, killing diver. Yeah, it's a fucking great song. Gets me pumped. What's up, Kaze? Alright, let's bring him in. Bam! And then send him back out. Oh my god, dude. Brave Smash 2 is so big. Have anything? Hit him with the burst kick. You know, I realized that right after I said it, Kaze. Ugh, damn you. You know, for those pipes, for those tonfas being made out of pipes, they look sturdy. Don't think you can escape. I did. I threw battle scopes on him. He tripped the alarm system from his Enigma. Well, what's our next move? I was prepared for this. We're gonna have to force our way through, though. Fine by me. Emergency puppet. I think in my next life, I'd like to be something more than a chest. I'd like to travel all over the world helping people. Getting them just what they need when they need it. Yeah, in my next life, I'd love to be a crate. Gotta move up from, you know, crate to chest. Some doggos? There they are. Freeze! He gets a double move right off the bat, dude? What kind of bullshit's this? Alright, so... gotta worry about these two. I think we just need to hit the doggos. Alright, so now we'll come in with the whirlwind kick, you know. Separate them out. BAM! Alright, now check it. We bring him in. Oh, it's just a single? Well, I want to see what this is. Probably shouldn't have done that, but we're doing it. Oh my god. He's hitting the pile driver of death. Okay, at least it killed him. Amazing. I caught the doggo. We're good. Oh no. Ugh. Kick the doggo, Grossi, yeah. You punk. Oh my god, okay. Dude, the fact that we're playing as Grossi is kind of cool. I didn't realize the game was going to have this. It was going to have this trick up its sleeve. They've even started using Warhounds. The old CGF would have never done this. Just how far have they fallen? Seems to me like they learned a few things from Ravache's results. Chances are they're pumping those pups with drugs to control them, too. Those old boys look like a bunch of fine-trained killers, didn't they? And whose fault is that? Can't imagine this decision was made by Commander Bells or Deputy Commander Douglas. So you're the ones raising hell in here. That voice, Don Marconi? Wait, you're that twerp from the CPD. What's Garcia doing with you? If there's anyone he should be breaking out of here, it's me. Sorry, Don, but that's not how this is gonna go down. Sit tight, I'll be back before you know it. Wait, Garcia, don't you dare walk away. He's doing surprisingly well, all things considered. I see being thrown behind bars has done nothing to deflate that ego of his either. Watch your mouth, kid. He's still my boss, you know. I owe the guy for giving me a life after the corpse. I never knew you could be so sentimental. Sounds like I'm the one who needs to keep his trap shut. Forget I said anything. Now, come on, let's move. Garcia, you and that CPD twerp wouldn't really escape without me, wouldn't you? The defense soldier, yeah, they're just big dead. Nothing in here, huh? I was gonna say, I'd be upset if I could just rest mid-fight. What's going on out there? Guards, where are you? Somebody come and do something about this. Pretty sure this is where that bastard Hartman's locked up. That makes sense. I knew he'd be taken here after we arrested him at Altair Lodge. He sounds scared out of his mind. Don't think about it too hard. He's been a whiny bitch since the day he got here. That's always how it goes when a pompous ass like him goes from rags to riches. Man's got no one to bail him out of trouble now. I kind of pity him, but this is the punishment he deserves. Anyways, let's go. I mean, listen, right? I've already healed, so we're not too worried about it. And they're throwing me fucking hills like crazy in these chests. You're busting out of here. Great, take me with you. What do you mean I'm too heavy? I'm saying you're a fat chest. You're fat. Could it be you? Could it be? Is that you, Lloyd? So you're the cause of this uproar. Is that voice Ernest? The mayor's former lapdog, you mean? Yeah, I guess they would have tossed him in here too. I've heard whispers that you've been brought here, Lloyd. It certainly came as a shock, but I'm glad it gave us the chance to speak again. Same to you. It sounds like that gnosis is completely out of your system now. Yes, and thank goodness it is. What I did to you all was truly unforgivable. No, never mind that. Now is not the time for repentance. Once I have atoned for my sins and paid my debt to society, I hope you'll allow me to make a proper apology to you, Ellie, and the others. Now don't worry about me. You must hurry. I'll pray to the goddess keeps you safe. Thank you, Ernest. Done with your little chat. We've wasted enough time already. Right, let's go. Listen, Garcia, you're gonna have to just live with it, brother. Because I like my little extra nuggets and tidbits. I might be in prison, but that ain't gonna stop me from getting all them extra nuggets. Rossi, and that kid from the SSS. Damn it, detain them.
Yes.
Alright, y'all ready for the amazing combo? Damn it, I can't get them all. Get 4 of them, though. And then kick them out! Ow, crit, ow. Can we pull him in? Bam! We're gonna kick him out, but Lloyd needs to be healed. That was a smart heal, see that? Look at that. And y'all said he was a bad evasion tank right now. He just came in clutch with the evade there, baby. Punch him. Oh no, Rossi, you weren't supposed to miss, bro. Hit him, bam. Running out of breath already, are ya? You really think you have what it takes to get out of here in this sorry-ass state? Honestly, no. Wouldn't trust myself to do something like this on my own. But with you backing me up, I may be able to pull this prison break off. At this point, I'm willing to exploit every advantage I can get. Huh. Look at you, turning over to the dark side. Wouldn't hear me complaining. Now let's bust this joint. Anything here? No. That was a ram powder. Bet you're wishing you kept that get out of jail free card you found back at the Ravach hideout right now. I think that was in a chest in the first game. It said, this is get out of jail free card. That's more than we bargained for, but we get past this and we're home free. What do you say, kid? Ready to hit him where it hurts? Oh, hell yeah. We've identified the two fugitives. The first is former Ravach executive Garcia Rossi, the second Lloyd Banning for the SSS. Do not let them escape these prison grounds. The honor of the defense force depends on it. Huh? Honor? I wasn't aware you had any. What? How'd you make it down here so quickly? Sorry, but you're in our way. Why don't you fellas show me what you can do? My fist versus your honor. Charge! Whew, we actually did it.
しかし
I have to say though, I'm impressed you still pack up crunch even after all this time in prison. Randy and the Red Constellation leader is insanely strong too, but you're definitely no slouch. You're talking about the Scarlet Ogre, yeah? Sigma and Orlando. He and I cross paths all the time back in my Jaeger days. So believe me when I say he's more monster than human. Here's little girl is a chip off the old block too. Yeah, when it comes to pure combat strength, he might even be more than a match for the society. Then again, one of their members in particular is more formidable than I could even comprehend. And you're seriously itching to break out of here and face them all head on? Talk about a light at the end of the tunnel. Well, that's the price of freedom. It's closed off. There should be a way to unlock it nearby, though. My Mira says it's in that room over there. Well, what are we waiting for? You can just go back up. Well, it's time to test it. I mean, I have the items if it won't let me. Oh, yes, you can. Might have fucked up doing all my meter. They made it sound like that was gonna be the last fight though, so we'll see. Lloyd recovered his Enigma 2 and all equipment and items that have been confiscated from him. There we go. I knew they had to be keeping all this stuff somewhere. My court stash is in here too, so that's everything accounted for. Hurry it up, kid. We gotta move unless you want to get your ass thrown back in the cell. Right. Oh, they unequipped it all? What jerks? I don't remember what all I had on Lloyd, so that's good to know. Let's see here. I don't want to give you. I want to say because I had him as a big ass attacker that I had that on him. Hey, what's up, Paige? How are you? Yeah, I forgot. Is there actually a thing that, hold on. Let's put Evade 3 up here. Because that gives us breath, which is always nice to have. Oh, heck yeah. Hopefully y'all had a good visit. attack 3 there. Heck yeah, it's good to see he had the chance to fly out. Like, I don't know how much of a flight that is for him, you know, but it's like, I imagine that stuff takes a lot of planning to do, you know? We'll just rock this for now. And then let's go to equip. I like how the pipe tonfas I made are stronger than most of my weapons. It's not too bad, but I mean, you know, still one of those where it's like, you have to worry about work and life and everything else and money and all that stuff. We're at like a really good part in the game. We do better than... Life is, well, our trucks have been smaller, so I've been getting off work pretty early all week. The game as well. We're to the part where the game is picked up. There we go. What's up, E? How are you, dude? Alright. We're busting out of prison. We gotta go fix everything, because everything's fucked. Got it. Good, now let's get the hell out of here. Aw, shit. Well, we're gone. Garcia. Our little partnership ends here. You're on your own now, huh? Despite everything, I still got a responsibility as the leader of Rivach's rank and file. Hell, not just to them, I owe it to your Dawn as well. I just can't abandon them to save myself. Oh, to our Dawn. Wait, why even help me come this far if you had no intention of escaping? Can't seriously be thinking of facing the defense force alone. They're too much, even for you. Let me... This ain't your battle to fight, kid. You got a truth to get to the bottom of. You said it your own damn self. Besides, your crew is waiting for you, not to mention that little girl of yours. You really have time to waste on a no-account convict like me? He does have the Crimson Chin. He had it in the first game, too. Thank you, Garcia. As a member of the CPD, I can't advocate you staging a breakout, so I guess all I can say is take care of yourself. As if you need to tell me that. Lloyd Bannings. That's some little brother he left behind. Kid's got a good head on his shoulders. I'll give him that much. There he is. Don't let him get away. Right where I want them. Bring it on. The killing bear's ready to maul your worthless asses. Watch over him, Adios. Oh my god, it's just growing randomly. There's pleroma grass blooming here too. It must have happened while I was in custody. Is this because of Kia? Everything begins once I cut my way through here. For now, I have to focus on getting to the highway. There's a path out of all of this, I know it. I just have to keep my wits about me. Damn. Can I go? Thank you, Garcia. I won't waste no time to look. Damn. I wanted to go see if I could see, like, Garcia laid out or something. We do need to come back here a little later. And battle the chest if possible. Start taking out all the, I never gave all my peculiar dishes to that man. I didn't make them all. Oh yeah, I imagine. Cause like, what, isn't it like just up here? Yep, there it is. Kind of surprised there isn't like souped up enemies on the road. I mean, I don't really have the Septium Vein on, so we're not really getting too much from these. I don't really feel like hitting y'all anymore. It's not really worth it. Not good. I've got to break their line of sight somehow. Target confirmed. Uh-oh. It's Lloyd Bannings. Execute pincer formation. Oh no. Into the forest to death. Damn, no way around it. Run! Well, this is like... Oh no, this is not out by mains, actually. Am I behind the chest? Could that be a... Oh no. Down into the forest to death. The uniforms may be different, but they're just as unshakable as ever. Come on, Lloyd, you can do this. Fugitive spotted. Capture him. Alright, y'all want it? Damn, good hit, dude. Sheesh, 2 hits in a row. Oh shit, wait. We might need to reload a save. I forgot to throw out some battle scopes. My best bet of sneaking into Crossbell City is going to be from the freight line. Come hell or high water. I have to make it out of here in one piece, no matter what it takes. A commendable effort. Who would have thought a simple detective could hold out so long against the born-again defense force? Isn't he a former teammate of Second Lieutenant Seekers? Maybe we shouldn't be so surprised. Enough talk. Disarm him now. Remember, our orders are to keep him alive. I don't think so. Damn. He can still move. Help me understand. Why bother going this far? Can you not just stomach your present crossbell changing so much? Wake up. No matter how much you struggle, you'll never make a difference all on your own. That's not true. The only thing stopping us from making a difference is refusing to stand up and try. I refuse to be swept away by this. I refuse to close my eyes and let the truth pass me by. The people I care about need me, and I swear I'll take them back. So understand this, I will never give up. No matter how many times you knock me down, I won't surrender. You can break my legs, but I'll always get back on my feet. What's with this guy? What a shame. Charge him on my command, man. Let's see him get up after this. Roger. Aim for the legs. Don't back down, Lloyd. Not until the bitter end. Kia, Ellie, Tio, Randy, Wazzy, Chief Sergey. Please, give me your strength. I'm disappointed in you. You seem to have forgotten to include someone in your prayer. Huh? What was that? Sounds like it's coming from inside my head. Is this walled? Yep. What the? Oh no? What the hell? Is this like a super Zed or something? Huh? What? Leave now, soldiers of this false paradise. This man falls under my charge. Confound beast! The crossbell defense force would never let themselves surrender to a mere cryptid. Yeet. Well, must I repeat myself? No, that's quite all right. Retreat! Is this like Super Zed? It would seem I gave them a great deal more shock than I had intended. It has been ages since I have assumed this form, after all. Perhaps I may have forgotten just how to restrain myself. There are so many things I could say about this right now, but I'll keep it short and just ask one question. And that would be... What the hell, Zed? How is your timing always this good? Oh, hell yeah. A holy beast sent by Adios? You? Well, that is not entirely correct. It'd be a much simpler if you think of me in such terms. You already know of the Septarians bestowed upon mankind by the grace of the goddess in times past. We holy beasts are tasked with keeping vigil over those treasures, as well as their keepers. When you say we, does that include the dragon that appeared during the Liberal incident? An excellent deduction. The dragon is known as Ragnar. He is indeed one of my brethren. He remained in the land now known as Liberals for centuries to observe the Septarian of space. However, even I am unaware of his current location now that his oath has been fulfilled. This is all a little tough to follow, but that would mean you've been here in Crossbell since the distant past yourselves. That is correct. I have dwelled in this land since the Great Collapse over 1,200 years ago. As for the reason the Septarian of Mirage vanished from its domain, as well as the actions man took in their misguided attempts to revive in, both are knowledge that I hold to a certain extent. Those are things the others and I never had the means to unearth on our own. The Septarian of Mirage, gifted by the goddess and inherited by the Croix family. Why did it disappear, and why does Kia, of all people, bear the burden to try and replace it? Please, Z, I have to know the truth. Not just about what happened 12 years ago, but how it relates to what Kia went through 700 years ago. Very well. I present myself in this form with every intention of telling you. The Septarian that Adios bestowed upon this land, its name was Demagos, the treasure that governed the power of Mirage. Yo. Okay, well, quick question, chat. I didn't scan those guys in the forest. Would it be easier for me to just close back and do it now? Because is Zed about to talk for like 15 minutes? Then I should probably close, reload, and go get those scans. You cannot interrupt the flow. Well, I just did. What's up, Switchboy? How are you? Hellos. Well, I missed the first one of the game, right? But I should have an autosave. Are you dead ass? Did I not have a better save than that? 98. Oh, well. Please say this was after I did everything. Okay, thank God. But I'm thinking I can just start New Game Plus and get that last scan. At least that's in the plans. For sure. Have fun making your food. See, my one big problem with this game is the hundo percent is normally 2 playthroughs, which isn't a big deal, but normally a game this long, I won't come back and do it again. I try to get like a, hey, I'm very happy with what I've done on the first playthrough. But yeah, Switchboy, I don't know if it really has been that bad of a year for Xbox. They've had plenty of games come out. I mean, you know, I couldn't really tell you exactly what Sony's had aside from Rebirth, which has been my favorite game of the year, but are you kidding me? It counted as already analyzed? I mean, I know they've already been analyzed, but I feel like if I don't analyze them here, they won't like have them for the forest. It said they were already analyzed, but I feel like that wouldn't count for the forest and like, you know. Alright, cool. Because, you know, I know how Charles works, and if they like to put the enemy in a different area, they like to count it for that area separately. When you say yes, yes, yes. There are things the other than I never had the means to unearth on our own. The Septarian of Mirage, gifted by the goddess, inherited by the Croix family. Why did it disappear? And why does Kia, of all people, bear the burden of trying to replace it? Please, Zeke, I have to know the truth. Okay. We're still not quite back. Alright, cool. Mirage is the element that controls perception and cognition. So too does it hold dominion over casualty. A portion of this land's people had a goal for its power, and at the center of their shared aspirations was the Croix family. That goal was to unseat Adios as a supreme deity, in lieu of a god that could walk amongst mankind. A god that could guide his people through empathy and infinite wisdom. A god that could change the very fabric of fate itself. On the surface, its power resembles that of the Ariel, which could grant man's desire without end. However, Demergos was bestowed with a high mind dignity, and so was the subject to the same fault as the Shining Ring. Within it was the wisdom and judgment to guide humanity without corrupting it in the process. In wielding this power, Demergos was thus capable of shepherding mankind onto its proper path. And it would have done so had its own heart not reached its limit. The world is an irrational place, and the people who live upon it are compromised of their numerous natures and deeds. To understand them and steer their course, the Septarian required a sense of empathy, just as humans have. With time, the empathy deteriorated Demergos' heart, giving way to an enervating anguish. It feared that if things continued, it would come to harm those it sought to protect. Thus, with the heavy heart, it stilled its resolve and made its decision. And so, by unthreading the nexus of its own casualty, the Septarian of Mirage disappeared from this world. So what happens next? But what about the people it left behind? What did they do? In the wake of the Septarian's departure, they were left bewildered, sorrowed, and frightened. But instead of reflecting upon the motivations behind Demergos' choice, they stayed from the path that it sought to lead them onto. Thereafter, those zealots became obsessed with creating an entity commensurate to the Septarian they had lost. In the beginning, they were clueless, merely stumbling upon the darkness. But after 700 years, they had gathered enough knowledge to not only develop, but master their own unique practice. Alchemy, a magic art capable of giving form to the formless. It was then that a grand plan was formulated. They founded the cult as a pawn to play from the shadows, then entrusted them with rearing the future core of the new Septarian. The land of Crossbell would then need to be primed for their grand ceremony, the pinnacle of alchemical transmutation. There were the treasures outlined by the alchemists of the Croix family several hundred years ago. To ensure their plan was financially feasible, the Croix family adopted a public image as prestigious bankers. Meanwhile, the cult began the steps to eventually awaken the core that had become the object of their worship. Now, 500 years later, we have arrived at our current predicament. So the Croixes are both, well... They're saying the Croixes have been around for at least 500 years. It's also unbelievable. But I feel I can finally grasp the big picture. Zeke, Maribel called Kia the Septarian of Zero. What did she mean by that? Does that make her different from the Septarian of Mirage? Unfortunately, I do not have the answer you seek. It could be that the Croix family made an unexpected discovery as their 1200-year delusion began to materialize. If that is the case, they may not have created an eternity to equal Dimergos. That is to say, the Septarian of Zero may very well surpass the might of the original. The Aeon of White is one such example. The power it demonstrated was not that of its own, but rather of a Septarian. However, the Septarian of Mirage did not possess the ability to manipulate reality so instantaneously. The faculty is more akin to a different, higher element, space. Assuming there is even more to their artificial Septarian than we currently know, I cannot begin to fathom what it may be capable of. I was afraid you'd say that. There's one more thing I'd like to ask. Based on what you've told me, Kia, she isn't really human, is she? She is, and yet she is not. Kia is a synthetically created being designed to serve as the core of a manufactured Septarian. She is most likely a homunculus that was created through advanced transmutation. Kia probably realized the truth herself a long time ago, and yet never once did she stop smiling for us. Kia. Dude, Lloyd riding a wolf is just a badass image. Is this the Calverdian border? Yes, the Defense Force soldiers should have difficulty finding us here. This will be a good opportunity to rest. Thanks, Z. You really saved me back there. Huh? What is that? A barrier of some sort that appeared around Crossbell City. It would seem that only those that are permitted may freely enter and exit, and those that are not cannot pass through it at all. Be they living creatures or machines. You've got to be kidding. As you saw when you escaped, Pleroma grasses begin to bloom all through the state of Crossbell. It'd be accurate to think of it as a sign that the land itself has become one with the newly born Septarian. Z, just what is Pleroma grass? I've heard that it shares some sort of connection to the septium veins underground. It was once the proverbial eyes of the former Septarian of Mirage. As it bloomed, Dimergos would observe and understand the surface world. It is also capable of distorting the surrounding space when spiritually linked to the Septarian. That is the most probable cause of the cryptid sudden emergence. Such beings should not exist on this plane by nature. I think I understand. Those disgusting rituals the DG cult was conducting. They were all about taking advantage of the Pleroma grass properties to perfect Gnosis, right? Yes, their goal was to accumulate the knowledge and personalities of the victims who fell to the drug's influence. Said corpus of data would subsequently be transferred into the girl slumbering within the cradle of the Sun Fort. The vast amounts of information would then self-organize to nurse forth the high-minded dignity they sought to recreate. Then, after 500 years, the core of the Septarian awoke. This is the extent of my knowledge. The situation in which you find yourself is the will of the cult's puppet masters, meticulously crafted over the course of centuries. On that topic, the choice presented to you now are rather limited. Would you not prefer to flee to foreign soil until the storm here has subsided? I understand why you'd ask. My uncle's home is in Calvard, so it's true that I'd have somewhere to lay low if I had to. But no, that's not an option. There's work to be done here. I have answers to find and a case to crack. Do you now? Solving this crisis and uncovering the truth will be more than just a one-man job, too. Ellie, Tio, Randy, and not just them. Everyone. I need all of their strength. So you see, I can't run. I can't hide. I have to go back and face it all. Sorry to do this after you brought me all the way here, but I still have a duty to fulfill. What truth are you hoping to ascertain? Isn't it obvious? I don't care about her powers or where she came from. What I want to know is what Kia wants more than anything else in this world, and I need to hear it straight from her heart. And chances are, I'll never be able to find that out unless I bring her home. There's also the matter of what happened to the old Septarian. How can we expect Kia to shoulder the burden Demogorge couldn't? Kia is like family to me. I can never just sit by and let her suffer that fate. So I'm gonna take her back, even if that means kicking the president and Arius off of their pedestals. Good to see a little stint in the Clink hasn't changed Crossbell's Father of the Year. Huh? Oh shit. So wait, are the... Is Wazi and Abbas members of the church? Wazi, what are you doing here? Wait, Abbas? And Reese and Kevin too? Good to see you again, Bannings. Dude, Abbas is such a badass. Indeed, it's been too long.
Yeah.
Hey, how have you been hanging these past 4 months? Thanks for remembering me, by the way. Hard to forget the names and faces of the Septian Church's Gralsritter. Wait, Wazi, does that mean you're... Wazi Hemisphere, the Sapphire Testament, otherwise known as the Ninth Dominion of the Gralsritter of the Septian Church. It's a pleasure to make your reacquaintance. What? Incidentally, I am a knight of the Gralsritter. I work in the service of Wazi. You've got to be kidding me. Have you two really been stringing me along all this time? Wait a second. When we first met Reese, neither of you said even a word about any of this. My apologies. I pretended not to know who he was. Father Wazi's undercover mission is regarded with the utmost secrecy. Her arrival here completely fooled that old grump Geralda. He had no idea who the real mole was. Yeah, I didn't see this coming either. I mean, his church getup does look fucking cool. Yeah, Father Wazi. I really owe her one for that. Oh. The Archbishop couldn't put that it was Wazi because of Reese. That's cool. Happy to be of service. I mean, yeah. For once, Reese standing out like the sore thumb she is worked out. Anyone could have seen through her sister act. I bet the Archbishop was beside himself when she walked through the door. I have no idea what you're talking about. And besides, you're hardly in any position to preach to me about how to successfully go undercover knowing your track record. To be fair, none of them look anything like your average clergy people. Okay, that's enough catching up for now. You see, the actual reason we're here is because he called us. You mean Zeet? Yes, that is correct. I had a hunch your resolve would remain firm, so I thought it prudent to recruit collaborators on your behalf. Oh. Now that you know I've been infiltrating Crossbell, you can probably fill in the blanks. But the Gralsritter has seen the situation coming for a while now, to a certain degree at least. Still, there were a lot of gaps to bridge. We didn't know the Croix family was behind the conspiracy, for one, or Kia's true identity. Zeet recently brought us up to speed on the whole story, like I'm sure he did with you. That being said, what we are contending with here is an artificially reconstructed Septurian of Mirage. The situation is far beyond the scope of the Gralsitter typical duty of artifact retrieval. As much, the circumstances would normally make this out of our jurisdiction. But on the other hand, we couldn't just ignore the society's involvement in this little brouhaha. That's where you come in, Mr. Detective. You're our in for getting our hands dirty. That's about the size of it. I think we'll be allowed to intervene if it's under the guise of collaborating with you. So, Lloyd, what do you say? There's just one thing I need to confirm first. Kia, what does the church plan to do with her? Right for the jugular. That one's a toughie. Yes, but being dishonest will get us nowhere with him. I agree. He deserves to know the truth. Then that's what we'll give him. The Septurian of Zero is far more dangerous than the Septurian of Space the Ariel ever was. That much is for certain, even if we still haven't grasped the full breadth of her powers yet. You've been locked away for weeks. Are you aware at all of what's been happening around the continent? Not really. All I've heard is that civil war has broken out in the Empire. Boy, has it. It all got put on the fast track after that armored division they tried to send across the border got snuffed out. And you know how the Golden Stallion rolls. But every time they tried to push back, they got whooped all over by those Aeons. So they kept trying to fucking push in, and every time, the Aeons just kept beating their ass. Right when things were going to Ghana in a handbasket over there, the Noble Alliance troops scuttled out and occupied Heimeldar. It was then that the Blood and Iron Chancellor was shot. No one's seen him since. Now that the Empire is ablaze in the flames of civil war, you expect it to be doused anytime soon. Meanwhile, the Republic has been in an economic crisis as a result of Crossbell's actions. On top of that, terrorist activity has been in full swing, to the point where the president has formally declared a state of emergency. When it rains, it pours. There ain't no way a man that important is dead, but I guess we'll, find out in the next game. You don't even know the half of it. It's not like things are coming up roses in other countries either. Questionable activity is beginning to surface in regions Erebonia and Calvert have traditionally had under their thumbs. All the while, President Croix has been pressuring heads of state throughout the continent to have them bend a knee to Crossbell, that is. And naturally, he has the power of the Septurian to coerce with them with. Exactly. It had the ability to repair the Imperial Army, one of the most powerful military forces in all of Zemuria. And that's just with the 3 archisms the society supplied. What do you think would happen if they were mass-produced, souped up by the Septurian of Zero, and deployed continent-wide? Kia would never agree to that, not when it means harming innocent people. In all technicality, it does not seem that the archisms are controlled by the Septurian directly. More likely, the Septurian's power has granted them the ability to move autonomously as her guardians. Much like that Ren girl's archism, Pattern Matters. No way. I'm inclined to agree on that point, Haas. Seriously doubt that little girl is in the driver's seat here. And that makes it all the easier for those Aeons to be abused by just about anyone, with her none the wiser. Whether or not Kia is consciously in control is beside the point. A power like that is still much too dangerous to ignore. Okay, now I know where the church stands, but despite your stake in this, I'd still like to ask for your cooperation. Really? Thought you were gonna turn us down for sure. I'm just being realistic. I know this isn't something I can do by myself. Time isn't on my side either. The longer this drags on, the more Kia will be made to suffer. But let me make one thing perfectly clear. If you lay one hand on Kia, I'll stop you, even if it means fighting to my dying breath. And I'm not the only one. Ellie, Tio, Randy, they would say the same thing. We'll never let you take her. Call it a fallacy, call it illogical, I don't care. We're her family and we won't let you hurt her. Damn, I knew you were a sharp guy, but I didn't know you had that kind of fire in you. I think I'm starting to get why you like him so much, Wazi. That's a light way to put it. The man's stolen my heart. I'm serious, Wazi. If you... I know, as a Dominion of the Cross-Sitter, I swear on Adios' name. You will not be excluded from how we choose to deal with her. Your opinions and input will be heard. I know that's not ideal, but this is the best I can do given our position. Sound good to you? Yeah, it's enough for now. Then we have a deal. Okie dokie, time to get to work. Let's move out, gang. What's that? Ah, that sound. It harkens me back to past times. The heavenly chariot, I take it. Aw, shit. Airships? Tactical crafts reserved for use by the Gralsitter. We call them Merkaba. Each is equipped with a number of stealth functions, including but not limited to optical camouflage. They'll be just what we need to stay discreet while traveling through cross-Bellin airspace. Well, Lloyd, ready to go? Yeah, let's do this. Kia, everyone, wait for me. Coming. Oh, well, hell yeah.